Hi guys, it's Chaz again. I'm just here to give you another tutorial. This one is going to be more of a supplement to the last tutorial I made because most of the things in that tutorial are still true in this version, but there's a few new features and new blocks and stuff that you might find important during your first few nights. There's also a new feature which I've mentioned in my last few videos, which have been used for challenges, which is the Seed for the World generator field. There's also a new saving system, so you're not just limited to 5 worlds. You can make as many worlds as you want and name them whatever you want. So for this one, tutorial supplement, and just call it tutorial. You can use numbers or letters or a combination of both. People in the Minecraft forums have been using this for really fun things like naming worlds after Chuck Norris or Photo 4. There's two Iron Man challenges about that. So you should definitely give the forums a check, or a look, or whatever. Anyway, so I'll kind of skip past the important stuff rather than explaining it this time, because, like I said, it's still pretty much the same as it was last time. So simple enough. You click and hold, punch trees for wood. I said I was going to skip this, but might as well sum it up while I'm here. So, there's new tree types as well. They don't really do much different, but I'm chopping down birch trees just now. And this here is a regular tree. Let's find a smaller regular tree. As you see, if I take a few blocks of birch and then take a few blocks of normal wood, those two blocks will stay separate. But they can still be made into planks, and once they're made into planks, they'll go into the same field. Whoops, I accidentally put a block of wood there. Silly me. There we go. 5 of each type. So I use 5 ordinary wood blocks. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the usual thing. And if I can find stone, I'm not quite sure of where. There's stone over there, that's good. I'll just swim over this way. I could build a boat, but I can't be bothered. Actually, no, I'll do that. I'll build a boat just so you guys can see. Why did I do that? Okay. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a U shape gives you a boat. And boats, although they're a little bit awkward to handle, are incredibly useful for traversing large areas of water without slowing yourself down too much. So you just right-click to place a boat in the water, then right-click again to get in. If you're on land at the time you place the boat, you can still move it, it's just really slow like you can see here. And then once you hit water, you're sailing. Wow, that's amazing. Iron already. That's quite lucky. Not quite what I was looking for, but that should give me a good way to demonstrate some things here. So if I... Ah, crap, I just pushed my boat away. Never mind. That part of the tutorial's done. So, usual thing, sticks, mining pick, and I'll mine some stone. Okay, 8, that's enough for a furnace. Just place the furnace there. Now, here's where the wonderment begins. Now, instead of having to mine for coal all the time, if you're finding your place of the your place in the world is really low on naturally occurring coal, you can just make some of your own. You just go to the furnace, and you place a log of wood. It needs to be a log. It can't be a plank. Place a log of wood there, Then you get some other fuel source, like planks. So, for instance, as you can see, I've got the painterly pack going on here, so just up next to the furnace thing, it gives you a list of how much each particular fuel source, how many blocks that'll be able to smelt. So, coal and charcoal will smelt 8 blocks. Sticks smelt 5 blocks. Logs and planks both smelt 1.5 blocks. And if you can get a bucket of lava, you can smelt 100 blocks of that, which is pretty neat. But for now, we're just going to use planks because we can get more of those, and 4 planks will let you 4 planks will let you turn 5 logs into charcoal. Charcoal works exactly like coal. So, in that respect, you're basically capable of creating coal as long as you have enough trees to do so. And they can be used in pretty much the same ways as well. You can make torches with them. And you can use them to fuel other particular mining things. I have 2 planks left, that's handy. Just get myself a stone pick and start mining out that iron. Much more iron. Just 5 blocks, that's good. So yeah, it's enough coal. Okay, so while that's smelting, I'll show you one of the other things. And this is also pretty handy if you find yourself spawning in a really bad spot, like out in the middle of a desert or something, and there's no trees at all to be found. This is kind of inefficient, but also really, really handy. You can now turn sand into sandstone by placing 4 blocks in a square formation. And unlike regular sand, let's just take a block of sand here for an example. You watch. Regular sand will obey the laws of gravity, whereas sandstone will stay in midair where it's placed, much like any other stone or dirt. So it's incredibly handy for making your own structures out of sand if you're stuck in the middle of a desert or something. And according to some people, it's also apparently resistant to spiders. Like, spiders can now climb on surfaces, but according to some people, they can't climb sandstone. I haven't been able to confirm that, but it's worth trying out if you feel you're afraid of spiders and you feel you absolutely have to have an open top fortress. Also, in this particular update, 1.3, sandstone will start to appear at the bottom of a huge stack of sand. So if you're sort of like traveling underground and you come across a bunch of unsupported sand, it shouldn't collapse. Yeah, it shouldn't collapse this time around because it's not sand, it's sandstone. Let's see if that's just regular stone. Oh god, flooding. Now, there are other things that I could show you, but I'll let you discover those for yourselves because they can be pretty handy. You can, there's a lot more stuff with redstone which you find deep underground, and you can now create your own beds, which lets you skip the usual waiting over in the night thing. Not a lot of people will go for that. Well, some people might find it useful, especially if they've got absolutely nothing to do in the night. But some people prefer to be their usual 24-hour insomniac selves and just like mine constantly throughout the night. Or they might have been lost in a cave or something, you never know. But it's really, really useful, and apparently I keep saying apparently, I need to stop saying it. But in a future update, Notch wants the beds to become like a spawn point of sorts. So if you sleep in a bed, that bed will become your new spawn point. Which, you know, I've been looking for a way to change my spawn for quite a while now. I mean, you know, changing my spawn in survival mode. And I just realized that I may have screwed myself over out of 5 bars of iron. Because I just mined this furnace without taking out the iron out. Crap. Well, it's just a tutorial, so the sun's setting anyway, so I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to call it day, or a night, or whatever. I'll just call it a tutorial. See yous.